ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد کور داد باتورانو کور.
In the name of Allah, good evening and welcome to this hour's news. I'm Suleiman Talash and this is RTA News. Today is 26th of September 2024. Mullah Hidayatullah Badri, Minister of Mines and Petroleum, led a delegation to Russia. The spokesman of the Ministry of Mines and Petroleum said that the purpose of the minister's visit was to participate in the 7th exhibition of the Russian International Energy Forum. Humayun Afghan added that Mullah Hidayatullah Badri will meet with Russian businessmen and companies on the sidelines of the exhibition. More details in report.
The European Union announced 146 million euros in aid to Afghans. The Commissioner for International Cooperation of the European Union said that this aid will be used to help displaced and returnees in Afghanistan along with women and children. At the same time, the officials of the Ministry of Economy welcomed these donations, but they want the donor organizations to provide assistance in the basic development projects along with humanitarian aid.
The Ministry of Economy of the Islamic Emirate welcomes the aid provided by the European Union to the people of Afghanistan. Our demand from the aid organizations of the international community is that the aid to the people of Afghanistan should continue. It should not be humanitarian, but it should be taken into account in the development and infrastructure sector so that poverty can be completely eradicated in Afghanistan.
Economic analysts say that international aid should be used according to a regular mechanism in such areas that should not only reduce the level of poverty, but also provide job opportunities for the people.
For this humanitarian aid, a mechanism and system should be created to provide urgent help to the people who need it, and it should be spent in those areas that provide jobs for the people of Afghanistan and provide them with economic benefits, and they should be given jobs in the economic sector.
The European community has also provided assistance in education, health, agriculture, economic empowerment, fulfilling the basic needs and providing life facilities in Afghanistan.
Mullah Khairullah Khairkhwa, Minister of Information and Culture, visited Herat province with a delegation. Department of Information and Culture of Herat province says that the purpose of this visit was to open projects, visit the works of the restoration of historical monuments, and hand over medical equipment to the regional hospital of this province. A technical meeting was held between the National Disaster Preparedness Agency and JACA Association. The National Disaster Preparedness Agency said that in this meeting, in addition to providing training workshops to the employees of this institution in Turkey and Japan, they also discussed the purchase of necessary technical equipment for the National Disaster Preparedness Agency. For development project worth more than $151,000 have started in Kapisa province. The Ministry of Energy and Water says the projects include the Gabion wall of the Sheikh Ab Canal and its stone wall, the dam, the strengthening of the coast, and the cleaning of the Deh Babi and Siddiqui canals. The European Union provides 146 million euros aid to Afghanistan. European Union said that this aid will be used to strengthen the basic infrastructure for Afghans and to fulfill their basic needs. At the same time, the officials of the Ministry of Economy welcome these donations, but they want the international community to help in basic and development projects along with humanitarian aid. Let's see more in this report.
Mullah Hidayatullah Badri, Minister of Mines and Petroleum, has left for Russia on a 3-day official visit. The spokesman of the Ministry of Mines and Petroleum said that the purpose of this visit was to participate in the 7th exhibition of the Russian International Energy Forum.
During this trip, Maulavi Hidayatullah Badri will participate in the 7th Russian International Energy Exhibition and will also meet with a number of Russian investors and large companies during this 3 days trip to attract investment and develop Afghanistan's oil and gas.
Meanwhile, some economic experts consider the visit of the minister's delegation to be effective in attracting investment in the mining sector.
The participation of the Minister of Mine in the International Energy Meeting of Russia in order to cooperate with the countries of the world to invest in the mining of Afghanistan will be very important. The more the exchange between the government of the region and the world with Afghanistan increase, if the ambassadors, ministers, and heads of departments show opportunities to the businessmen of those countries, they will be equally interested to cooperate in the investment sector in Afghanistan.
Mullah Hidayatullah Badri had previously visited Turkmenistan, where he had signed several contracts with Turkmen officials in various sectors.
The Bamiyan Police Headquarters announced the repair and preparation of a large number of tanks of this headquarters. The press office of the Bamiyan Police Chief said that the purpose of repairing these military equipment was to ensure better security for the people of Bamiyan province and strengthen the operational capacity of the security forces of the province. Cooperation agreements worth nearly $9 million have been signed between the Ministry of Refugees and Repatriation and a number of non-emirate agencies. The Ministry of Refugees and Repatriation has said that cooperation agreements worth $8,972,466 have been signed between this ministry and several domestic and foreign institutions. According to these agreements, this money will be spent on the construction of greenhouses, schools, and social centers, the construction and reconstruction of shelters for refugees, the distribution of boilers and solar panels, and cash assistance to the needy people. The National Development Company has said that the works of Tore Dam in Zabul province have been completed and it's scheduled to be put into use today in a series of ceremonies. The company adds that this dam has the capacity to store 2.9 million cubic meters of water, irrigate 560 hectares of agricultural land, and generate 61 kilowatts of electricity. And the final one is that the construction of a water supply network in Qalandar district of Coast province was completed and put into use, and at cost of nearly $40,000 with the financial assistance of the NRC office through the Rural Rehabilitation and Development Department of this province. According to local officials, tens of workers have been provided with jobs during the construction of this network, and 300 local families have access to safe drinking water. That's all for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.
شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوي پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا